Welcome again everyone to my channel. This biology paper 1 video is on principles of organization, and it will focus mainly on the digestive system and how substances are absorbed and digested into the body. I have highlighted the key information that you will need to answer the question correctly, and also at the back end of the video I have attached the examiner's report as we provided some key information how to answer the question and what are the errors previously made. Good luck. So part A of the question just asks you to name the enzyme that digests starch. Very simple 1 mark question, and the answer is already on screen. So you know that the amylase is responsible for digesting starch. Part B is just focusing on where in the digestive system is food absorbed, and all it is asking you to choose one of those 4 options, and again the answer is already highlighted. So the next part of the question, part C, you're responding to this diagram on screen, which is the diagram of the villi. Now, usually I tell my students, whenever they give you a diagram, pay attention to the information on the diagram first. And as you can see here, the villi and the microvilli and the mitochondria is highlighted in figure 1. So you should use these for your advantage. However, the question asks you to give one advantage of using an electron microscope compared to using a light microscope. Again, it's very simple. It's 1 mark, so you can see on screen I give you 2 options. You just need to choose one of those answers for the 1 mark. So part E of this question provides you with all the information you need. You're given the equation for magnification. You are given the real length of 1 villus, and you are given the magnification, and you are asked to find the image size or the image length. Now, what I did, I also put this triangle, which is a very common triangle for most students to use to rearrange, because most students lose marks in rearranging the equation. I've also highlighted all the steps that AQA would need to give you the mark. And as you can see on screen in your answer, it's a 3-mark question, so therefore those 3 steps are needed to give you the mark. Please pause the video and ensure that you understand the question to rearrange the equation and to calculate magnification before you continue. So what AQA did for the next part, F, G, and H of the question, it provides you with figure 2. Now figure 2 provides you with a cell A and cell B, and please note, if you look at the diagram carefully, you will realize where most of the molecules are located, which are the sugar molecules. The first thing AQA asks you to name the process. Now, I've already given you the definition here for diffusion, because you need to remember, it asks you what process. So you have to remember, when you talk about things like gases, molecules, etc., not water, so therefore you can't use osmosis. So in this case, it has to be diffusion. For part G, it says name the process by which sugar moves into the cell. Again, it's going to move in. Because it's a large molecule, it will need something. It needs energy to move it into the cell. So therefore, it will move in by active transport. And then part H says give 1 use of sugar. Now you have to remember, sugar is important for respiration. So you could just say for respiration. And you know, these 3 answers I give you just need to choose one of them for your answer. What I also highlighted, however, is that do not accept. AQA said do not accept to make, to use, to create, or to produce energy, because respiration is actually the release of energy, and that is why these are not accepted. So the final part of the question, AQA asks you to provide some information. It's a 4 marker, so you need 4 points. The first thing AQA says here is, look, I'm giving you the diagram here. We're going to go back to the diagram. The key thing here says explain. Explain how a villi, or explain how villi are adapted for efficient absorption of sugar molecules. Whenever they use the word adapted, I put some things here on the screen, things to think about. Adapted, you have to look at the structure. So when you talk about adapted, you want to talk about what structures are present that will allow the villi to do its job effectively. You need to use information. So once you list a structure, for example, it says mitochondria, mitochondria provides our assist with energy. Then you need to talk about those things. So the microvilli, look at numbers. Are they 1, 2, or 3? Are there plenty? Therefore, you have to use that information in your answer to ensure that you get the full mark for this question. The answer is already on screen, so but I just give you those points to help you to think. At the bottom of the screen, you can see that I've attached I've included the examiner's report. Please read the examiner's report carefully because it is important. It will help you to improve your answer and make sure that you don't make mistakes like previous students.